to the red brand, the good old family-friendly Nintendo. It's time for some Nintendo predictions, and they are going to be at E3 with their little treehouse event that they always do. Um, so
Purely games.
that what?
Purely games, they already stated, by the way, for the E3.
Oh, they said purely games.
Purely games at E3, but that doesn't mean they're direct.
That's very true. Yeah, so like you can play. Yeah, okay, all right, all right.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go with this anyway. I'm just gonna. We're gonna toss it out here. The Switch Pro has been talked about way too goddamn long, and it's time to full on get our 2 cents in the matter. I think that they're gonna officially announce it here at E3.
Yep.
And obviously they won't probably have it on demo, but I think that's going to be their. Oh, and one more thing, and I think this is the moment. It's got the Switch has to catch up to the consoles of now, and they had a little bit of breathing room because obviously availability helped them out here. They'll not being able to buy anything in the last 7 months, but I think that with Nintendo, the console's been available, and so they've been doing very, very well. But this is that moment. Now people are going to start realizing, oh, I can buy an Xbox, I can buy a PS5, and now it's going to start getting to the point of, well, what's the point of buying a Switch? It's not as good, and where I can just buy an Xbox Series S for the same price and get all of my cool games for really fun times. So my prediction, it's coming out at $349. And it'll be a 4K display, 60 frames per second docked. And then I'm even going to say 1080p, 120 frames handheld. Because if phones can do it, then by damn, I should be able to do it on a Nintendo Switch. It's a hardware gaming console. Come on, Nintendo, give me the magic of 120 frames on handheld. And it's coming this year, October 15th, because Nintendo loves October for some reason. So that's my prediction.
Dude,
Ashton, what's yours?
I went with the scale of 399, but I think it's only gonna upscale to 4K. It's not gonna have native.
So like how the PS4 Pro did their thing. It's not true 4K.
Yeah, I don't think they'll have true 4K. I there's no way they don't run 60 frames, but I think every game will be a consistent 60 frames, unlike how the Switch is now, because it can run 60 frames on some games, some of the times.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I also don't think it'll come out until February of 2022. I don't think it's going to come out this year. I just don't.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think it'll be a bigger screen, but I don't think the Switch itself will be bigger. I think it's just gonna get rid of the borders, shorten up the borders on every side. So.
Yeah, I mean, there is the rumors that I've read is that whatever this Switch Pro is will eventually take the spot of the Nintendo Switch, and the current Switch that's out will go away. Is what I've also read in this. But Tyler, what do you think?
About the Switch coming out?
Like yeah, possible Switch Pro.
I mean, it needs to be done. Definitely, like we've had the conversation before. Nintendo being like a good company definitely needs to get their foot in the door to actually compete with like Xbox in terms of like graphics and whatnot, and like how like intensive like their hardware is. Because like the games are solid. I feel like it's just like a hardware issue for them that's like holding them back. And then with hardware comes even better games. I've said it before, even though like all the games on like the Switch and whatnot are very solid, they're basically like for the dedicated fans. I don't really see too much, and I'm open to like definitely being proved wrong here, that are like truly new IPs, and I feel like that's what they need. Or at least bring back something that doesn't really fall along the lines of like anything like Mario related, like we talked about, like fucking. You know what? I think you know where I'm going with this, but I'm not gonna say it because I feel like it may pop up in this Nintendo showcase piece part we're doing. But yeah, you just need, I feel like better hardware means better IPs, means more people coming to your platform. Maybe somebody like me who's like never really been interested in Switch sees something on Switch like, oh damn, I kind of want this.
So when do you think it's going to come out? How much do you think it's going to cost?
I'm gonna say 300 because isn't that the amount of
The current one? Yeah.
no, isn't that the amount of
Series
the
S.
Xbox Series S? Yeah.
Yes, $299.
So I feel like it's like to bring more people over, that's not a bad price. And I would say it has to come out. I'm gonna say holiday time.
Oh,
I think that'd be perfect time to drop it. Kids, you get kids
So you're
into it.
saying like November or December?
Between there, I can't give you an exact. If I had to give you an exact date, I'll say like beginning of December.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. So, what's the next one on the docket there, Ashton?
I think so. I think what they're going to be showing at E3, because I think they're going to do the Switch on a direct, not at E3.
Mm-hmm.
But at E3, I think they're going to announce that they're probably working on the new mainline Mario, the 3D Mario game. Because they have to have one come out with every console. They have to. I mean, it'd be fucking weird if they didn't. But I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be. Maybe they'll do a second Odyssey game. Odyssey was great.
Okay.
So, but I'm thinking that'll launch with the Switch. So for me, that would be February. For you, it would be October, or maybe even later. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. For a Mario game, it could be. I don't know. I'm trying to think of where Nintendo would go for. They love those weird times, but I mean, it does fit. It does fit for them. I don't know if Tyler has a idea of what maybe a new Mario game.
No, not at all. I mean, if I had to
Not a
fucking
big
pick a
Mario
game
fan?
I want on a Switch, it's like I forgot what was talked about in the direct, but it's just like now I'm gonna say it. It makes no sense because I'm pretty sure that fandom has been shat on. But a fucking Sonic game, I think, is about over fucking due. But I heard Sonic fans got completely dumpstered in a Nintendo Direct they did like 2 weeks ago. People on Twitter telling Sonic fans to just give up hope. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, what that? So
Well,
I don't know.
they're not owned by Nintendo though, so Sega's still its
Or
own
not.
thing.
But but as far as we know, it's like Sega, yeah, their own thing. But Sonic has only ever really been it from what I can understand. Or at first was only ever on like Nintendo like thing. Oh no, actually,
Well, it was on the original
no, it was on
Xbox
PlayStation. Oh,
and
okay. But I
the
think
Xbox 360.
Sega
Yeah,
had their thing, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Of like majority, I think people do kind of associate that getting a Sega game, getting Sonic on the Switch because
him and
Mario and
have a
Sonic
straight up-
meet at the
yeah.
Olympics. I
Yeah.
think their advertising definitely ties them together, even though Sonic is its own is his own fandom. But I don't know, like we can easily go into Ashton's prediction on the Sonic
the new
trailer
Sonic game.
because we do know that there is a Sonic game coming. We just don't know what the hell it is, and because it's literally him running in the forest and that's it.
Yeah,
There is
that's
Sonic Colors is getting a remaster,
Yeah,
but then
Sonic
there's this
Colors
new
is a
one
remaster.
coming. So
Yeah, the new one's coming in 2022.
what do you think
we don't
about
know
the
what time in 2022?
what are you thinking about this new Sonic game if they show it at like what are they going to show at the at the showcase or at Treehouse?
I think it's going to be the same formula they've been trying to make a thing forever that doesn't work for casual players. They have a very specific niche player base right now. Everybody knows who Sonic is, but I feel like most casual gamers or people who just like play games as a whole aren't like diehard Sonic fans. Most of them dropped off after like Sonic Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Or
I
like
dropped off after
Unleashed.
Sonic Heroes.
Fuck, I played all the way up to
Sonic
goddamn.
Heroes.
I still have Sonic Heroes.
I had it on PS2.
Yeah, no, I still have my PS2 copy. It's at my dad's house.
But I mean, the adventure games, if they were to come out with the Sonic Adventure 3, or even just remake the first and second games, kind of like what Tony Hawk Pro Skater did, where they added 1 and 2 together. If they did that for fucking Sonic, oh dude, that would sell so well. But I digress. That's off topic a little bit, but I mean, I think they're gonna release the same formula. The weird thing is he kind of looks more like a child in this one, running through the forest. I could be wrong because you don't see his face, but he looks more like a child. So it almost looks like more of a callback to like the movie, like it's a prequel or something, because fucking Sonic as a child, I mean, showed up in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, so
Yeah.
as a
Very, very,
flashback.
very beginning.
So,
Yeah.
it would be kind of cool if they did something like that, in terms of like plot wise, kind of tying it with a movie. But I think it's probably going to be the same formula they've been doing. I hope not, but I think that's what's going to happen. And then, yeah, that's what I got for it. I think it'll be announced with the Nintendo part. So.
Okay. Let's see here. I think Shin Megami Tensei 5 is coming out. It's been too damn long, and they announced this shit when the Switch was before it even came out. It's got to come out. Give me Shin Megami Tensei 5. I didn't get to play them because they were always on the fucking DS and shit like that. I want it on the Switch. Give me a cool Shin Megami Tensei game. It's a part of the Persona. It's Persona adjacent for the Nintendo consoles. I think it's coming out August 6th. Get that shit out as fast as possible. That's my 2 cents.
Played. That seemed interesting. I got to ask for it yesterday, actually. Or something along the lines of that. It popped up some fucking way. I don't know. I was like, it looks like something I'd play, but I never fucking played it.
Yeah.
Quick fucking segue. Hey, I can't be the only one. Not segue, but like, quick backtrack. Did y'all fucking play that fucking Sonic Zero G shit with the goddamn hoverboards? That shit was fire.
I did not play that game.
That shit was fucking heat. I mean, they had some bird dickhead in Jet. And he hated Sonic for some fucking reason. But they just on hoverboards. It was chill. I sucked at it, but I tried.
The next one that I have here, this is my big game of this year because Nintendo has not announced it. It can't be Pokemon. You can't be giving me Pokemon Remix as your big game of this year. All right?
They announced the other Pokemon one.
Give me Metroid 4 coming out November 12th. That is my prediction. Give me. We were talking about icons. Give me Samus. You freaking tease me with her all the time. Give her a proper game. Give me Metroid 4. It needs to happen. And that game was announced in development when the console was announced as well. I know it's been in limbo hell. Metroid, what? Yeah. And it was literally just a logo at the time. They had nothing.
Yeah.
They didn't even have a trailer. It was just the logo. We're working on it. And then I know it's been having like some difficulties being made and whatnot. And I think they even started over at a point. But god damn it. Show me something. Show me it's not dead.
We need something.
But yeah, my prediction is November 12th. That's the big game this year.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I really hope.
But you predicted a different date for that. What are you thinking?
I think it's gonna be a launch title. I think they're really just holding their cards on because I mean, when they launched the Switch,
Pro,
first
the
time,
Switch Pro, is what you're saying
no,
that launch.
I'm saying.
But you're saying that this is gonna come with
Switch.
the launch. Yeah.
Yeah, this will come with the launch of the new Switch. I think they're gonna hold their cards close to their chest, until launch time, because if you look at the lineup for when the Switch originally released, we had Breath of the Wild and Mario Party, I think. Maybe Mario Kart.
Mm-hmm.
But Mario Kart was, I think, pre-existing at that point. It was just a deluxe edition.
Yeah, and Mario Kart Deluxe Edition, yeah.
So they really had 2 games and some DLC. So, I mean, and that was until Odyssey came out, which didn't come out for a while. I feel like another month. Maybe another month or 2. I could be wrong, but they just didn't have the strongest of lineups, and I really think that they will probably hold on to some of these and really show them. I think really that when they're showing off the Switch Pro, they'll probably use the limited footage they have for Metroid 4 as their tech demo for it. But the game won't. I think that'll be like what makes the Switch Pro like shows off all the enhancements it has over the original. I think that's going to be like their tech demo, their standard. Like, hey, look how awesome our Switch is.
Yeah.
We can be a shooter platform too. So,
that is a thing that they don't have right now is FPS, and I think with the case that to prove that Nintendo can produce a solid first person shooter or a space game, like they really don't have that either, unless they're throwing Mario into the fucking stars with Rosalina and what shit. But like I want to see a proper game for Samus. Like I hate seeing her keep getting put in Smash, and it's like, who's that again? Oh yeah, she's in Smash Brothers. Oh, okay. That's right. I forgot about that. It's like, I don't why.
Yeah. Yeah. They really did her dirty, huh?
Yeah. Tyler, anything about Metroid 4?
I will hope for those that fucking like it comes out, because you guys been getting played with for a fucking long ass time.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. So like I said, hopefully it does come out this year. If I had to pick a day for it to come, I would have to say this year. Like I said, we're coming out with the new. Hopefully, a new Switch means, again, like it's not a new IP, but like a fucking like some shit to come back. And like you said, also
Time
with
for revival.
yeah, it's just like you said with like bring your mascots back. Samus is one of those. It's like, how the
Yeah,
fuck is
seriously.
she all up in fucking Smash Bros for how long? And she's not fucking here. I'm pretty sure everybody that should have a game in Smash Bros got games already. Fucking even Cloud from, I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy 15, 7, sorry, is even on Nintendo, but yet he's in there. He's getting his shit. So like everyone needs to like either get their own games. Next thing you know, we're gonna be fucking fighting for a Donkey Kong and get a new one.
Yeah.
Well, that's perfect segue.
Yeah, because this was my big reveal. No, wait, no. This isn't it. Oh, yeah. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I don't even get no. Okay, we'll go with my prediction. I think Donkey Kong's getting a new IP, and it's coming January of 2022. I think is a big. Donkey Kong needs a game. Well, the last thing we got was Tropical Freeze, and then we got it ported to Switch. Give him a fucking new game. You got to give Donkey Kong a new game. Give me Donkey Kong a Switch, or I don't give a shit. Just give him a fucking new game. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, so that's one of my hopes and dreams. Ashton, let's talk about Breath of the Wild 2 here for a minute. We've kind of talked about it here and there, but let's fully talk about Breath of the Wild 2, your prediction on when it will come out, what you're hoping from it, what we might see maybe possibly from this Treehouse event.
You know, I feel like that's gonna be a springtime release in April 22nd to be exact. I don't think they're gonna launch it this time around because it's going to be they have a lot of other stuff they could be showing off at the launch, and people are gonna get Zelda. They're just going to get Zelda. We have like some teaser trailers, they're cinematic cutscenes, but I mean it's nothing super groundbreaking. We're not fighting Ganondorf this time around. We're fighting some sort of calamity. And that's about all we know. So I don't think it'll release this year. I think it'll be next year.
Yeah. I mean, I got nothing to say about it, honestly. It's like I've said before, it's a game I love from afar. I did not like Breath of the Wild. I know it's a cardinal sin as a gamer to say that, but just never was really into that one. But kudos to everyone that does.
Yeah.
I like the tech stuff that they did at all, but there was just a lot in the game that I was like, why am I doing this? So Tyler, anything about Breath of the Wild 2?
I mean, shit. I feel like I need to honestly like. Now that I have like some money on me, I need to go ahead and like probably play Breath of the Wild because I have my brother technically has a Switch, so I could get it. The only thing like I always was interested in Zelda, just never owned the consoles to play it on. Cause like my family members did, like so I've played like GameCube, I've played uh like Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, all that, but like they never got Zelda, so that means I never got Zelda. And when I had my first console to own of like from my own was PlayStation, but Zelda always intrigued me to a degree. And Breath of the Wild seemed like pretty fucking interesting. I watched like crazy amounts of videos on it, so maybe it's time like I pop out, stream a little Breath of the Wild. Who knows?
Pretty
Yeah.
great game. It's definitely one of those games that you can kind of chill and play, but there's enough to keep you like interested.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. Are you ready for my crazy one? This is the craziest prediction I
dude,
have
I hope it's
of
so true. I hope it's true.
of all of E3. Here it is. It's for Nintendo this year. I think we are getting Diddy Kong Racing. And the reason why this is a big deal is because you know who owns Diddy Kong Racing? Technically, Rare does. And you know who owns Rare? Microsoft does.
Microsoft.
And here's the thing. I think this is the big reveal that they're going to go, Diddy Kong Racing is getting a remake, and we're going to bring Conker back. We're bringing Banjo back, like Banjo-Kazooie and Conker from Conker's Bad Fur Day. And we're getting, and then they're going to go, we are now officially partnering with Nintendo, and Game Pass will officially come to the Nintendo Switch along with xCloud. That is my big prediction, and it comes. Let's see here. I said Diddy Kong Racing remake will come out this year with Xbox partnership, and it will be coming October. What did I say? I'm trying to find it. October 22nd. Like I said, they always like those weird things, those weird dates in October. And then the xCloud and Game Pass thing will come winter 2021 to 2022. So December or January is my thing on it. That's my my big weird thing.
I'm gonna go xCloud and Game Pass for summer 2022. They're gonna wait until the platform's been mostly established for the new Switch. Show off what it can do, and then add a limited Game Pass for the Switch. Probably the same as the PC.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be kind of like a like Hulu and HBO Max, where like you have to have the other thing to get the full experience. Like you have to have HBO Max to get the full experience of HBO Max, and Hulu gives you like some of the stuff. Like they don't give you all of what HBO can offer. That's my wild and crazy thing. So, what do you think about that?
Comes out, dude.
Tyler, what do you think about that?
About the Diddy Kong thing is funny because we were literally talking about it, like the other day.
Yeah.
The xCloud and like Game Pass thing, like partnership would be pretty fucking bomb. We talked about that briefly. Like even though like it's good, even though like I don't I can't say care for Switch. I don't play Switch.
Mm-hmm.
But in an overall like in a business move, it's the good thing to do. Like who no one loses from that.
Nope. Nobody.
So hopefully it does happen. Hopefully it just honestly when you think about it, like with the opportunity of like Game Pass going anywhere besides Xbox, or I would say Microsoft owned like I guess platforms. You have to include PC in there. It's just a weird thing to see, like coming from like where we grew up, where like the competition between PlayStation and Xbox, Sony, and Microsoft was so like prevalent. I mean, even still to some sort today, it's weird to see that Xbox is the only one trying to branch out and do other shit.
Yeah.
Trying to like expand like its reach. It sounds really oddly dictator-y of Microsoft, but they're really trying to get out there and not just keep to what we have. I.e. the Xbox and Game Pass, trying to make things for like everybody and include as many people in the fold as they can. Like when they took on all those like fucking developers. What year did they announce that?
Developers.
I still don't know where that's from. Like the origin of that.
You don't
But,
know the you
does.
don't know where it's from?
No.
It's from oh god. It's a Microsoft CEO. He owns the LA Kings now, I think. And he was doing a weird press conference, and he was talking about Windows, and he goes developers, 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 and he's just
Yeah,
it's fucking
I've heard the
weird.
soundbite because I had a soundboard like on my fucking iPod growing up, and that
Yeah.
was on there. I was like, "Where the fuck is this from?"
Yeah,
That button
that's
got
where that's
placed at
from.
least. Yeah, but like again, they're trying to expand their reach. Gamepad doesn't hurt anybody.
So-
Hopefully it works out. Go ahead.
Question is now, does Nintendo games come to Game Pass?
I talked about that. Hopefully,
Does
I mean,
the SNES and NES libraries, are they now available? Because I pay $20 a month with my code or with my online, my Nintendo Online, to
I
have
just
access
brought
to
my brother
that.
some of that shit today for his birthday.
Yeah, so like I pay for that. Should I not have also access to that? Like if I link my Xbox account and that account together, like do I get my NES and SNES
Oh,
games on my Xbox now?
that would be the obvious go-to, is to pull that. Like, bundle it all together. You link them up. They recognize you pay for Game Pass here. They won't add much to it. The shitty thing to do would be like, say, to be like, hey, you own it here. Now you got to pay for it over here too. It's like, don't be a dick about it.
Yeah. Well, because the thing is like, I've linked my Xbox account to my Nintendo Switch account for Minecraft. Like if you have Minecraft on Nintendo Switch, you link it together, and that's how that works. And you can earn achievements and things like that, which is really weird, but you know.
Yeah, I don't really see any IPs from Nintendo coming over to Xbox quite yet.
Okay, so you think it's just a full-on one time thing, like a one-way type of thing here?
For right now.
Okay.
I think, there might be something, but nothing like, if they do get anything, it won't be mainline.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking just NES and SNES things.
I don't know if they'd give out their legacy stuff, though. It's
not even games
I don't
like
know, it's
that.
hard.
Like they're not really making money on those.
I know,
That's
but
just kind of
they're
a
pretty
benefit that you don't
stingy.
really. Yeah. That's very true. Nintendo is very stingy on what their games are on.
They don't play well with others at all. You know how long it took them to come out with multiplayer? Like,
For what? That's
their
like,
entire platform.
who were we talking about? I had to sneeze. I was like, that shit was loud.
Nintendo.
Oh, they're pretty stingy. They just, I don't know,
Like,
but
they-
I would think that Xbox opening up their arms, they'd be like, we got to give you something in return, because it is just a one-sided deal. Because like, there's honestly, if you think about it like that, there's no real reason for me to then get a Switch if the deal is one-sided. And
Well, there's
if
more
for
of
the
a benefit to get a Switch than it is to get an Xbox. That's the
Right
real
now?
thing. Well, no. If that happens, because the
if they
Game
come out
Pass
with Game
comes,
Pass
yeah,
on
Game Pass comes to Switch,
Oh.
but then Xbox
guess
doesn't
it's
get
a-
anything.
Yeah, personally, no. But for you guys, yes, you guys like the Switch. So personally, I would have to disagree, because ain't nothing pushing me to get the Switch now. Game Pass ain't gonna change that because I have Game Pass here.
No, I think you're misconstruing like what he's actually saying. So basically, instead of buying a console, like two consoles, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Switch and the Xbox, if you were limited income and someone said pick one, or you can pick the Switch and get xCloud and Game Pass on it.
Yeah, pay for
I-
this $500 console.
No, I
that's
think
not
I think
limited.
I got what you were saying.
Yeah,
and
that's
I
not
still gotta-
available currently right now. But then again, if we go back to what Ashton was saying about how like that idea of a limited Game Pass and just exactly how like I was referencing of how Hulu does with like HBO, like you still have to download the HBO Max app to get full HBO Max. But you get a watered down version of it on the Hulu app. Even if you bought HBO through Hulu, you still don't get the actual thing until you download their official app. So I think that might be the way around that if they do go that route.
You don't
yeah.
give them full access to all their shit
They
unless.
probably
Yeah,
don't give 'em
it's
day
like-
one
yeah, they won't
access
get-
to
they-
exclusives.
Exactly. They probably won't get day one access immediately of releases. They're like, oh yeah, you can get Halo Infinite day one on the Xbox console, but for our PC and Switch users, you'll get it, 3 months from now.
I think PC is gonna get day one
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, as an
because it's
example.
Windows.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But I mean, we don't know the plan for what Microsoft has in store for future exclusives, because all we know is that it's just coming for this year. That's it. They didn't specify that then other stuff like is gonna. They're not gonna continue doing day one launches. But for now, that's their plan. That was just for the first year of the console. But yeah, I don't know. But that's my Nintendo predictions. I don't know if you guys got any more. Oh my.
that's pretty much what I got.
Yeah. Tyler, any more Nintendo predictions?
No.
Okay. We're moving on. You better run. Oh my God. Ew. What the hell are you doing? Oh my God. Oh my God, skinhead, get away from me. Oh!